Lab TV, Lab TV.
Jamie Broad, Lab TV bar session. Always wanted to be a rapper, always wanted to be famous. How he got there didn't matter, he just couldn't die nameless. So many pages and pads dedicated to this vision. A hustle on the side trying to keep up out of prison. Couldn't bear the way he was living. Wanted the cars, the clothes, the jewelry and the women, the fame. Trying to establish a name in the rap game was his main mission and his campaign. Had the rap name Faustus on the internet, but no label seemed to want to show him interest, let alone invest. He worked hard, never slowed to rest, but it seemed like he didn't get no respect. So one night he took his car out for a drive, cruised around at midnight drunken and high, when all of a sudden, as a car approaches a crossroads, an animal runs across his path. He loses control of the wheel, and at the sudden change in direction, the car flips and time slows as he rolls across the intersection. At this point thoughts race, his life flashes by. He thinks if he dies now he won't be satisfied. He thinks if only he survived and he'd given life, he'd give his soul for one last chance, one last try. And as he climbs out the wreckage, he's helped by a stranger dressed in all black who calls himself Lakebear. Head still spinning from the danger, sits on the side of the road and looks up to thank his saviour. Lakebear says, something saved your life, I'm not here by accident, you need to pay the price. Faustus is shocked at something spiritual, heed his prayer. Who's this guy dressed in black, why is he even there? I could give you treasures, I could give you gold, I could give you pleasures untold. I could give you fame, anything you wanna know, or make it so you never grow old. But I just wanna know how much for your, how much for your, how much for your, how much for your soul? Faustus looks up and says, what can you offer me? Lakebear says, I can give you anything you want or need. Just vow solemnly an oath to honour the agreement, and then change your rap name to Mephistopheles. For 24 years you'll have everything you desire. Everyone will admire you and you'll never be the same again. But at that point your soul will be taken then. Faustus grins, thinking fortune favours braver men. Fast forward 23 years and see the prophecy is true. Biggest rapper in the world is Mephistopheles. Apart from that, he owns many businesses and properties. A meteoric rise to the top with no apologies, but something's bothering him deep down. His mind is on that, trying to work a way round or out of his contract. 24 years to the day of his car crash. He sits alone drinking in his mansion. Couldn't imagine, it seemed like it never happened. But he glances up and sees Lakebear, and he's standing with a couple of demons. He senses angels' presence as well, seated in the company of heaven and hell. The contract is up. Was it worth it? Stood he still decide his own fate? Is it determined? Can he still be forgiven, or is he forsaken? Make note of his last thoughts as his soul is taken, saying, I can give you treasure, I can give you gold, I could give you pleasures untold. I could give you fame, anything you wanna know, or make it so you never grow old. But I just wanna know how much for your, how much for your, how much for your, how much for your soul.